Hey guys, today I wanted to do the second video to my favorites of 2011, and this is going to be all of the eye products that I love, like eyeshadows, eyeliners, mascaras, basically things that you apply around the eye area. So I have quite a few. I mean, it doesn't seem like a lot, but I mean, to me it is. It's a lot, but I hope that throughout this video you'll find something that maybe you like or that you like to try. So I'm going to go ahead and start off with like shadow bases and things like that. I do like the MAC paint pots. I really do feel like they're pretty good for preventing creasing. This is, if you're wondering, soft ochre, which is just one that matches my skin tone, and it's matte. There's no shimmer or sheen to it. For me, sometimes if my lids are a little bit too oily, I do have to apply a primer underneath, but just a thin layer of it. And I also have it in nubile, so not in any particular color choices, just the fact that I'm mentioning the paint pots as a great eye product. Other colored bases, you've heard of these before. They're the NYX Jumbo Eyeshadow Pencils. I've used these in tons of videos, and they're really great. Like Milk is one that has been, you know, a big famous one for them, and you see how opaque that is, and that's just one swipe. And these are just random colors. I have a ton of them. Oh, my lid just flew off. I have a ton of them that I like to use. This one here is Rocky Mountain Green, and it's a nice green color, but I do have to warn you with these, you need to apply them very thinly and you blend them out very evenly because they will crease on you because they're very, very creamy. And I'm going to do a swatch of the last one, Electric Blue. This is also a really nice color. You can get these at Ulta. I usually get the colors that I don't already own when they're on sale at Ulta, like buy one get one half off or buy one get one free. Then I'll just stock up with these. For other eyeliner style products, the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On pencils. I love them. I own a ton of them. I have a lot of them in here. I pretty much have almost all the shades except I think it's called, I can't remember what it was. It's like a blue one. It's like a bright blue. But I own almost all the shades from them. I love them. I've been talking about them for years. I've been an Urban Decay fan for years as well, and I did a video on the best of Urban Decay. I believe I did that already, and I mentioned that if you had to, you know, find one product that you would want to try from the line to start off with to get familiar with the brand, I'd say try the eyeliners. They come in different colors. They're great for the waterline. I have wear contacts. They don't irritate my eye, and I also have used them as bases. You just kind of write on your eye and then blend it with your finger and applying a matching eyeshadow over it. So they work great, and they also serve, you know, an extra purpose as well. Other eyeliners, these I was pleasantly surprised with them. Before even trying them or anything like that, I just picked up a bunch of them, different colors that I wanted to try, and bought them like a ton at once, which I don't normally do. I usually just buy one or two, and then if I like it, then I'll go back and get the other shades. But for some reason, I really wanted to just have as much of these as possible. And they're the NYX, let's see, what are the names? Slide On, Glide On, Stay On, Definitely Your Turn On, Waterproof, Extreme Shine Eyeliner. So they have the long names, but these I've said to you before, I've used them in tutorials, and as I've said before, these are most comparable to the Urban Decay ones, which is very hard for me to say because I'm such a big fan and I will pick Urban Decay eyeliners over any other eyeliner. But these are very comparable. These I found at Ulta. I got a bunch of them when they were on sale. They're only $8, and here's just a swatch of just a few so you can see what they look like. They have the black cap on it. This is, if you're wondering, Sunrise Blue, which is just gorgeous. Look at that blue. I mean, incredible pigment, incredible payoff. It stays on in the waterline. They don't smudge. This is the one, if you like the Lucky pencil from Urban Decay, this is very similar to it. And this one's called Golden Bronze. And a few ones. I don't have a lot of pink eyeliners, so I grabbed this one as well, Pink Suede, which is a nice kind of baby pink color. I probably will do a video of how to wear, you know, colored liners where it's wearable. So that may be a tutorial coming up later on this year. Another eyeliner, it's a liquid liner. I've talked about this for a very long time, probably since the beginning of my channel, and it's the Carbon Black Liner Intense from L'Oreal. And see if you can see the writing. There you go. This is just the most perfect black liquid liner I've tried. I love the applicator. This is a brand new bottle because I am completely out of my old one. I use the heck out of it. So you see how that has a tapered point to it? So you can really use the point of it just to keep right in the inner corners instead of glopping on a really thick line. You can do a tapered line very thin and then do like a thick winged cat eye very, very easily with this. And just so you can see the pigmentation, that's just one swipe of it. And from a distance you can see how it stands out. And I used it today and I love it. I absolutely love this liquid liner. Now, the only mascara that I'm going to show is going to be a drugstore brand because it's the one that I've been using since it came out, which was a couple years back, and that's the CoverGirl Lash Blast Volume in the orange tube. You're probably sick and tired of hearing me say this, but I love the applicator on this one, and it's just a big full-size brush. It is a rubber applicator, and it has the plastic bristles that I feel like really lengthen and separate and give me good volume with my lashes. Like I said before, my lashes are somewhat long. They're just really thin and sparse. That's why I use that Peter Thomas Roth Lashes to Die For serum that I mentioned in my face favorite products because I needed something to help me kind of fill in those gaps. But this is a great mascara, and it's only a couple bucks compared to some of the other ones. I've wasted a lot of money with expensive mascaras from, you know, Sephora and even the higher end ones from Ulta, and I just don't get what I'm looking for out of it. I just feel like it's a big letdown. I did buy a new mascara the other day, and I'm using it today, which I have to say is very comparable to another one that I love, like the Benefit They're Real. It's very similar to it, to me in my opinion, but I will share that in a separate video. Let's see. Whenever I want to do a look that has some glitter or some iridescent sparkle, I like to use the Lorac 3D Liquid Luster Glitter. As you can see, it's just a liquid form. It has like a little dropper. I've used this in a tutorial before. I think it was over the summer. And basically you drop it on the back of your hand, which is what I recommend. And I'll take it and with my ring finger just tap it over my eyelids or tap it over an eyeshadow just to give it a little bit of a dimension. It's great for like parties, Christmas, New Year's. I was going to do a look with this and false eyelashes for New Year's, but I was feeling really sick for the last week. So I just never got a chance to do it. But this can be found at Ulta or the Lorac website. Again, links for everything as usual will be below, so expand the more info. For gel liners, I'm going to start off with the drugstore brand one, and it's the Maybelline Eye Studios. This is just one that I grabbed. I have another one in a green shade, but this is the brown one. This one is very similar to another one that I'm going to show you, but at a fraction of the cost. This is like $7.99, and the other one is $22 or $25, something like that. But I absolutely love this. The consistency is really fantastic. I'm just going to grab a brush here. This is the Real Techniques eyeliner brush. Swirl it in there for you. Nope. I need a little bit more. As you can see, it's pretty pigmented for being a drugstore brand product at $7. It's great. I loved it, and I still love it. I've used this in tutorials before as well, I believe. And then one that I'm most certain that I have is the Tarte Emphasize Amazonian Clay Waterproof Eyeliner, Gel Liner in brown. This is one of my favorites. This is like one of my babies. I love this product. It is so creamy and so pigmented. Obviously much more of a deeper brown than this, but look at the pigmentation of that. There is no streaks, there's nothing, and that is just one swipe of the product. And they come in different colors like green, blue, black. So when I run out of my next gel liner, which is the Black Track from MAC, I'm going to get the black one from Tarte. You get a free brush, which actually looks like this. It has a smudger, and then it has a pointy end. So, I mean, for 25 bucks and a gel liner and a brush, I mean, it's a good deal. But the next thing is the Black Track. I've used this in almost every single video. If I haven't already done my tight lining in the video, it's already done with this and a brush. I usually use it with, let's see, a 212 stop brush. This is the one from Sigma. And I basically just kind of stamp it at the base of my lashes and kind of wiggle it so it gets in between the lashes as well. And it creates just a really nice thick lash line that you don't even have to use eyeliner sometimes. Now for eyeshadow, which is the last part of the video, or except for a few brushes if I have time. One of my favorite shadows from MAC is Creamy Bisque. I don't remember what collection this came out with. I'm not really sure. I should have looked it up beforehand. But this is just a nice kind of iridescent shimmery color. It looks probably like nothing on camera, but it's a great highlight. It's a great inner corner highlight as well. That gives you kind of a nice kind of dewy glow, but it doesn't look so frosted and so disco ball-y in the inner corner, which I like. You want to highlight that and illuminate it and make it look very natural versus, you know, oh, she's wearing a very glittery inner corner highlight. So I love this, and I'm sure if eventually if there's any left, they'll go to CCOs, which are cosmetic company outlet stores that you can find at pretty much any outlet you go to. So just look it up online if you're able to. Even on eBay or Amazon, Google it and see if you can find it if you're interested in it. I'm sure you can find it. Other palettes that I'm going to mention are the Urban Decay Naked palette. This one I've had for a very long time. I got it when it first was released, and mine did come with a double-ended eyeliner. Now they come with a brush. But I love this. I took it with me on vacation. Every time I travel, I take it with me. And now there's another one, the Naked 2, which I adore. I've been using it every single day since I got it, and I've had it for a couple weeks now, and I absolutely love it. I've used every single color. I've used the black as a eyeliner before, and it's a really nice rich black. I probably will do a video comparing both of them and which one to get, because I've gotten some questions about which one to get versus the Naked 2, or even the Anniversary palette, and I give you my opinions, and I'll answer those comments back for you. But basically the Naked 2, just real quickly, to me gives deeper, kind of smokier looks with the browns versus the Naked 2 that's much, much cooler and more softer tones. So if you don't like to wear very dramatic looks, which for me, I don't wear dark looks on a daily basis, this is perfect because I can do dark looks but not feel like it's very, very smoky like I would get with some of these deeper shades in the very end of the palette. So, I mean, it just depends on what your preference is, if you want cool or warmer tone shadows. Because I'm just obsessed and I'm addicted to makeup, I have to have them both, and there's no question about it. I love them both. If you can't get them both, or you can't afford them both, no worries. Just let me know in the comments below if you want me to do a kind of comparison and swatch video, because I'll be more than happy to do that for you guys. I think today is the first day that I didn't use it because I used this new Revlon quad that I got the other day. Anyways, so a few MAC shadows that I love. Oh, you know what? This is probably going to be a great dupe for this Creamy Bisque, which I just noticed that. I don't know if I've mentioned it to you before, but I'm glad I saw it. This is one of my favorite colors. It's called Vapor, and it is a kind of sparkly, it has like an iridescent sparkle to it, and it's a soft pink. From a distance, you can't even tell the difference, and up close, honestly, with the lights, this one has just a softer tone of pink, and this is more of an ivory, but they're very, very similar to the naked eye. You probably can't tell. So if you like Creamy Bisque and can't get it, Vapor is my, what I would recommend. And maybe the camera will focus. There you go. That's the one that I recommend if you want to try this color, and it's a great color from MAC. Another color, one of my all-time favorite colors ever, is Rice Paper. And I use the heck out of it. It's dirty. I should have cleaned it. Sorry. But it's Rice Paper. I use it as a brow highlight. I've used it all over my lid. I've even used it on the tops of my cheekbone and the bridge of my nose for a highlight. It's just a perfect highlight shade that just looks like a glow from within. It doesn't even look like you're putting on a highlight shade or a highlight product. And obviously, Brulee, it's a standard color for me because it matches my skin tone. I'm so pale. I love that color for highlight. And then generally I love all the MAC shadows. They have some really great color payoff. And these are some other ones, like soft brown, and I have Wedge somewhere on here, and then you have a good white shade. So they do have, I mean, if you want to see the pigmentation, that's Gesso, right, the white one. So yeah, this is, you know, a good way to go. It is a little bit expensive, but they're only $11, and I've spent more than that on eyeshadows before that I'm so not satisfied with. And when I go and buy shadows from MAC, I can always count on them to be great pigmentation. Also, Urban Decay eyeshadows are fantastic. I have almost all their palettes that they've ever come out with, which pretty much can say that I have almost all the shades, because eventually all the individual shades do come out in palettes. And they're really fantastic shadows and great quality. So I would definitely recommend that you guys go out and try it. You don't have to go and buy a bunch of them. Just get maybe one or two, get familiar with the brand, and do the same for MAC. To get the refills, I think you have to go to a MAC store or online. If you go to a MAC counter in like a department store, I think they sell them with the little lids on them. So you just pay a few dollars more, but just so you can get familiar with the brand, I think it's a great opportunity for you to try a new line if you haven't already. So yeah, that's pretty much all of it. Oh wait, no. Brushes. I just want to say that I am such a big fan of Sigma brushes. I've been using them for years now, since the very beginning of my channel. So these are just a few of them, like this E55. I use it in every single tutorial just about. Also the E25 is great. It's very similar to, let's see, the MAC 217. It's very almost exactly the same as the E25. The MAC 252, great flat shader brush for pigments, packing on pigments on the lid, and so is the MAC 239. I think these are great staple brushes to have. Also, some very inexpensive brushes that I came across a couple months back, I think over the summer, are the Real Techniques by Samantha Chapman, and she has a channel called Pixie Boo here on YouTube. She does fantastic makeup, her and her sister, and they've come out with, or Samantha has come out with some brushes. They're different colors, different color handles. I've done a review on them. I love them. They're great quality. They haven't shed at all since I've used them, and I've washed them multiple times. Since I've had them, obviously you don't want to use dirty brushes. So yeah, I would recommend if you can't afford the Sigma brushes, because their kits can be a little pricey, or the MAC ones. I've spent like the $239, I think it's like $20 some. So it is kind of expensive if you don't want to spend the money on it or you can't. Try the ones from Samantha Chapman and the Real Techniques. You can get them at Ulta. Even on, I think on Ulta's website you can order them as well. So I'll put the link below so you can check that out. But that's pretty much it. I hope that you guys enjoyed this and find something that you would like to try. As I said before, if you see something that you want me to do a review on, just leave me the comment in the comment section below. Also, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. I would really appreciate it if you can show support and subscribe. It's absolutely free. You get access to all my videos and you'll get notifications of when I put up a new video. Also, the link to my Twitter is below as well. So if you want to follow me there, that way you can see if I'm uploading a video or what I'm doing, if it's YouTube related, or just, you know, everyday things. If you're just interested, the link will be there. And also the FormSpring page, which I've said before, it's just a page that I've created where you can go on there and put questions. You can leave your name, you can leave it as anonymous, and I will go on there and answer the questions. I've answered pretty much almost all of them that I've ever received, and so I do the same with the comments. I'm pretty good at answering the comments that you guys leave. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.